Jonathan McNamara here with JMU Sound Off live outside of Marshall University, where the JMU Dukes come away with a 20-9 victory. Here with Steve Brown. Steve, a pretty perfect day all the way from the tailgates where the Thundering Herd guys to an amazing atmosphere inside this stadium with a ton of JMU fans who made the trip to Huntington. Your kind of thoughts on what was a huge win for JMU, now moving to 7-0 on the season?
Unbelievable defensive performance. We had those guys bottled up. They were never going to score an offensive touchdown. Extremely proud of our punting, our special teams, offense. What a gutsy performance by Jordan. Unbelievable play calling. And we now own the song Thunderstruck. So just in case anybody wants to know that, it's now our song.
So Jalen Green on the defensive side today, 5 sacks leading the effort for JMU's defense, which did not surrender any points on defense, a safety, and the special teams touchdown for Marshall. This will go down in terms of our Sun Belt performances and a defensive record that has been incredible this season. This performance has to stand out, especially against an opponent like this on national TV. Again, your thoughts on the defense?
Unbelievable defensive performance from the linebackers to the back end. They had to throw the ball, they couldn't. They wanted to run the ball, they couldn't. Unbelievable play calling, run fits, every bit of it was a solid performance, better than even last week on the defensive side. That's a wonderful team we just played. That's an unbelievably good team.
And if you look on the offensive side of the ball, Jordan McLeod goes down with an injury after one of his longer pass plays of the game. Goes into the tent for a while. Billy Atkins comes into the game, leads JMU to a field goal. Your thoughts on Jordan McLeod, though, showing that his ability to come back from the injury and lead the Dukes in the second half to a victory?
Unbelievable gutsy play by Jordan all night. I mean, he was under duress, stood in the pocket, took hits, got the passes out, ran the ball when he should have, pulled the ball when he should have, and coming back from the cut on his knee to continue to lead that team was outstanding. Billy, shout out to you as well. Wonderful job running it when you were in there. Didn't have any drop-off whatsoever. Thought it was a great performance by every bit of that offense.
Now, another point I want to make on the game, the play of our special teams units tonight. Yes, we do give up the touchdown on the long kickoff return. However, being able to pin Marshall inside the 1-yard line so consistently, I think over 6 punts inside the 10 tonight. Just talking about the job of the punting team. Again, another perfect sheet for our field goal team. Those points mattered at the end of the game. Your thoughts on the special teams performance?
Unbelievable special team with the punting with the spin on the ball. If you watch how he does it, you don't even have to get anybody to touch it. It spins on the 2, spins backwards. We had one where we actually soccer kicked it from the 1 and stopped it. The coverage on it was outstanding. Even if they were going to field the ball, which they didn't very often, they got swarmed. And they did a nice job on their kickoff return. There was nothing wrong with it. It was set up right. They had the right blocking scheme. I can't give, sometimes you just get beat. Yeah. But you're never going to beat us through the air we're not going to let you score an offensive touchdown. Wasn't going to happen.
Now, looking forward from this, JMU all game on ESPN, the broadcast, they talked about the situation with their eligibility on national television to go to 7-0. You would expect now the national conversation around this program will continue to grow, especially now JMU is going to have a little bit longer of a break before they turn to homecoming next week. Your thoughts about what happens next for this program? Obviously, all eyes on ODU. That's what Coach Signetti will say after this game. But pausing on the moment and enjoying the fact that JMU moves to 7-0, gets back-to-back wins against teams that beats them last year. This is another statement from this program that continues to make statements on a weekly basis.
Unbelievable statement. My hope is that the NCAA will look at their arbitrary and capricious decision. They know exactly what I'm talking about from a legal standpoint. They have no legal standing. For what the decision they made has zero legal basis, and they know it doesn't. So it's time now for you guys to take a look at what you did, reverse yourself, and do the right thing. Do the common sense thing and let this team play where this team needs to play. So stop the nonsense. I know you like the nonsense because that's who you are, but stop it. And at the end of the day, this team will continue to be focused and will continue to embarrass you week after week by winning. And that's what we're going to continue to do.
Now, one last point, though. We wanted to recognize the Marshall fans. We've said we've gone to a lot of these away trips, at least from my perspective. I know you're going to share this as well. Definitely one of the more welcoming fan bases we've ever had the opportunity to interact with. We want to say thank you to the Thundercast. Yeah. They gave us a parking space. They fed us. They provided their Wi-Fi, power, everything. To the Marshall fans who might tune into this at any point, thank you. This is what the Sun Belt is all about. Yeah. You made this trip incredibly fun for all of the JMU fans. Everyone in our section saying the same thing. Just your thoughts on the crowd and then the fans who welcomed all of the JMU fans here into Marshall.
A wonderful town, a wonderful group of people. We made new friends. Invited a bunch of people to Harrisonburg next year. They were so welcoming the entire day, coming out of the stadium, equally welcoming, congratulating us. We congratulated them on the rest of their season because they're going to win out. We're rooting for them, but an unbelievably great town. This is exactly why I wanted to be in the Sun Belt. I like these types of relationships, so I really enjoy dealing with these folks, and these folks are wonderful.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Steve. And again, we'll have our normal podcast this Sunday at 8 p.m. We'll recap this game and look forward to homecoming as the Dukes welcome ODU to Harrisonburg.